so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello, happy Thursday morning. Welcome to the Coffee Club. Is my sound okay, guys? I don't have anybody up here to check my sound, and I have a new mic. How's it coming across? Well, we have blasted into the summer. Finally, summertime. Yay. Almost into July. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I did pin the link to the top of chat so you guys can come up, grab that link. I do a little check in. Well, I'm waiting on everybody to get up and get around. The week's been good. My father is recovering amazingly. And I think we've got most of the post-op doctor's appointments out of the way. So things have slowed down a little bit. I'm so happy to be back here at my place on Thursdays. It's so good to see y'all. Kathy should be coming in shortly. There's my favorite hippie. Hugs her back. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. A lot better.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, did you happen to see the news this morning?
Which part?
Well, I was watching the Today Show and I saw something really cool.
Oh, yeah? Tell us about it.
Out in Yellowstone,
Uh-huh.
a
Oh, yeah?
photographer caught where a bison had a baby white buffalo.
Oh, an albino. Oh,
And I
wow.
guess the indigenous people are really excited about it,
Oh, yeah,
which is cool.
that's big things in the what do you call that? Spiritual, I guess? The Indians?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It's a huge omen. Let's see. See if we can find something on it.
Oh my God, it was cute. It was really tiny.
Got any images of it yet?
The only thing I
Oh,
saw was
yeah.
on TV.
National Geographic's covered it already, which is cool.
That is cool.
But of
Good
course,
morning,
now
everybody in chat.
see if I can find a good picture of it to pull up here. Oh, yeah, yeah. I see. Let's see. There you go. There it is right there.
Yup. He
Beautiful. Let me see
can't
if I,
be more than a couple days old.
according to this, it was June 15th. So he's about a week
Okay.
old. But God, so pretty.
Well, it's still what, 10 days old?
Yeah. Let this
Maybe
add to it.
11? Oh, that
Let's see,
looks good.
10, 11, 12 days.
Something like that, yeah.
The latest arrival follows an especially harsh winter, which decimated Yellowstone. Wow. Let me get rid of that. There you go. That's
Excuse
pretty
me.
cool. Hello, Army Vet. Hey, and it's good to see
Hey, AD.
you. Guy has been a crazy month, has it not? Woo.
Oh, yeah. I went to a wedding Saturday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. One of the people that helped me out after me and my wife broke up,
Uh-huh.
her daughter got married Saturday. Awesome. It
Nice.
was great. They were dressed up like hillbillies, except for the
Oh.
bride and groom.
Oh, that is so cute. Hello, Bruce Gass. It's good to see you this morning.
I got a little tipsy.
Well, that's okay. It's all in celebration.
Well, it's okay as long as you do it where you can handle it. Last
And
time I got high, I got a little bit mouthy or stone. I got a little bit mouthy, so I tried not to do it anymore.
You grow a couple inches with the alcohol, huh?
Yeah, I get a little bit tonguey. It just doesn't
Yeah.
know when to shut the hell up.
That's how you know when I'm drunk, when I'm talking like 4 levels too loud.
Well, it's not only the loud, it's just I don't know when to quit.
The more I drink, the louder I get. Do I hear an echo?
I'm not a mean drunk. I'm a happy drunk. I like to joke around and do stuff like that.
Oh,
But
I'm a
don't
happy
piss me
drunk,
off
but
if I'm drunk.
I'm a happy drunk, but I get louder. It's like I can't hear when I'm drunk.
My wife always said I was a loud one too.
Are we catching an echo?
I don't hear an echo.
Y'all hear an echo? Okay. I got new equipment, that's why I said, so everything sounds funny.
I'm trying to think how it sounds now. To tell you, it is a little different than what you were before, but
Uh-huh.
it's more like you're on TV and you can tell you're on a mic.
Mm.
It's not bad. I mean, you're coming through great.
Okay. I'm getting a little echo in my ears of me.
Do you have your echo cancellation off or on? Maybe
Let's
whatever
check.
it is.
Let's see. Try that. That still sounds good. Aslanka coming TV. The echo.
Huh.
But as long as y'all can't, I can go with it.
Yeah, you sound good to us. At least to me, you do.
Okay. Army that says he was at Fort. I'm not even going to say that. Arizona. Home of the Black Buffalo Soldiers. The white buffalo is often portrayed as a spiritual guide, bringing messages of peace, prosperity to those who see it, as well as hope, Amy.
Well, I guess they had an Indian chief on the Today Show. He
Oh,
said also it does prophesize doom and despair too. It all depends on the time.
I thought this one meant hope.
No, it could be. They want it to mean hope, but like the chief said, we're in a bad time right now. At least that's the way he put it. So I don't know what they would do.
Now, Army that's got the echo too. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. So how are you doing there, everybody in chat? You having a good morning? I'm going to take a cue from Army Vet. Hey, people. Have
How's
you had a good morning? We're here to entertain you this morning on Coffee Club.
I don't know.
Morning, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki guys. Good morning. Hey, Carla.
Please be sure to hit the thumbs up button when you come in, if you haven't already. I guess I could have worded that a little better.
Now, does that sound any better?
Yeah, it sounds a little better.
Do you hear a whining noise like I hear?
No, I don't.
I don't know. Maybe it's my headphones.
Yeah, it could be.
I tried. It didn't get better. Oh, goodness, Kiki eyes. She said she was diagnosed with MS. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, really. Oh, man. I can't believe the 4th of July is only a week away.
I'm kind of excited for it.
I've been sitting here trying to think, what am I going to do for the 4th? And I can't think of anything.
Well, I'm not so much into fireworks and everything. Hold on just a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did forget about that, Army vet. Holy crap.
Okay. Sorry about that. The phone always rings.
Of course it does. Yeah, I thought maybe we'd see Kelly over here this morning. I told her you were on, but she is in the process of packing stuff up. I guess they do their closing tomorrow.
Oh, are they moving? Did they sell their house?
Yep.
Nice.
I guess they found another one and they'll be moving in, what'd she say? Sometime in July.
Huh.
It's not that I think I want to say the 4th, but I don't want to be, wrong on it because I don't think movers would do that on a holiday.
Movers will move whenever they're paid to. They don't do holidays.
Oh, well, maybe it was then. Let me see.
Horse lover says, Dads are an old fart, so you forget things easily.
Oh, you're funny.
Hey, Suzanne. Good morning. Well, congratulations on the move, Kelly. I hope things go great. I hope your next place is full of adventure.
You know what, horse lover? I hope you have that kid on the 4th. Oh, I'm going to hear about that statement.
Yes, Army vet, yes. Do you see what Army vet
thanks
said?
a lot, Army. Thanks a lot.
Hairbag's like our biggest brother. He's the oldest.
Oh, that's just wrong in so many ways.
You know that means you get the blame for everything, right? You're the oldest. You should have known better.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm the baby. You were supposed to be watching me.
you didn't tell me not to.
Yeah, there you go. I'm telling Mom you let me.
Yeah, there. Yeah, no doubt.
So did everybody else get in this blistering heat?
No, actually, it's like 66 here right now.
Well, maybe right now, but what about at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
No, it's not supposed to be too warm. It's only supposed to get up into the low 70s.
Hmm.
I mean, we had like 4 or 5 days where it got really muggy, and then it just got blown right out. And so far, we haven't had any clear skies. It's all been cloudy for the past 3, 4 days. Hey, Flatty, welcome in.
I swear it got up to 100 yesterday here in Tennessee.
That's what Army Vest just said.
Yeah, but Army, that's right. You have to have 100% humidity when it gets hot down south.
Oh
You
man, that's terrible.
step out the door
Yeah,
and you can feel the air. You just kind of swim back in.
I can imagine.
I remember living down there, and it would be beautiful. And like clockwork at 4:30, the heat would get so hot that it would just turn to rain every afternoon about 4 o'clock, like clockwork.
And then it made it more muggy, didn't it?
Oh yeah. No breeze, no air.
Way it does here too when it gets muggy. It'll rain and then it'll just get more muggy than it was before it rained. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God.
I'd say it's a little more humid here than in West Texas, but it's not. We have the trees to eat up the humidity, so that helps.
Right. You're all right, hon. She said, I'm sorry, Dad, I had to mess with you.
No, now you have to name the little girl after your dad. That's your punishment.
Oh, that would be so bad for the kid.
Have y'all picked out a name yet?
Yeah, have you, horse lover?
She's thinking.
Well, what is it, dear? Or what I should say is, what are they?
What is it?
What it be like?
What it be? What we call her? Well, we've picked one out for the granddaughter, my granddaughter.
Oh,
Let me know.
wow, Army vet. He said we lost 3 of my homeless vets in 2 weeks. I'm so used.
Yeah, I hear you. Hugs to you, Army vet.
Yeah, really. That's too bad. The government needs to quit putting money overseas and start helping out our vets so they're not getting in this kind of a situation.
I agree. Our vets should have been on that list of priorities long before our immigrants.
Yes.
But yeah, as I was saying, we do have a name for the granddaughter. Tell me what y'all think. Nova Sage.
That's different.
It's different. Now I see, now that I've been told, I see the word Nova everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, even reading about the political stuff, that I'm always reading about, I did not know that the festival that they were having in Israel whenever Hamas came in and destroyed everything, that festival was named the Nova Festival.
Well, horse lover said if it's a girl, her name will be Athena. And if it's a boy, the name will be Zion. I picked the girl name, and my fiance picked the boy name.
Aw. Those are cool names. They were going to pick Kingston if it was a boy. Yeah, right, Flat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that I've heard it and kind of processed it, I see Nova everywhere. And it's a really solid, I don't know, I'm liking it. I think it's kind of cool.
I guess the names do grow on you.
Good morning, Cassie.
Good morning, everyone. Hairbag, how are you?
I'm doing good, and how are you?
I am doing fantastic now that I shut my phone off.
Hey, I brought up something to Mouse when we first came on. I don't know if you heard about it. In Yellowstone, a bison had a white calf.
Wow, impressive. I was showing everybody the other day the pink dolphins, Hairbag.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Hey,
dolphins?
Flatty, horse lover, chicken, what?
Yeah, there's a whole,
Hey,
it
good
was
morning.
a whole school of them here back. They were like albino. They're not really white. They're more of a purple color. Beautiful. But the
There's
whole
only
school was
2,000
out.
of them left in the world.
Oh my God.
And you know where they are? In North Carolina on the coastline. So I'm hoping they're heading this way, not going back to Florida, but coming up the coast.
Well, I hope they don't get hit by sharks.
Ugh, I hope they don't get hit by boats.
A dolphin
Oh,
will
that
take out a
too.
shark. A dolphin will take out a shark.
Good deal. That's
You know
good
what
news.
surprised me? When I seen that killer whales take out sharks. Great whites, they'll take them out.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess that's the food chain of the Olympics.
I guess, yeah.
Sorry,
know-
crazy chicken lady. I called you chicken. I didn't get the whole thing out. I apologize.
I wonder if
miss.
great big whales see sharks as little pests. like the chihuahuas, you know. Somebody shut that barking, biting,
Yeah,
angry
okay.
thing up. Shut that shark up. He's like a chihuahua.
God. Yeah, nailed
I'll
that
be
one.
right back. I need to get coffee.
Coffee,
Okay.
I know. Sorry, Mouse, I'm late, honey. I was really trying, but then the phone started. I said, no.
Yeah, mine's already started this morning.
Ugh.
We got one more appointment this afternoon again, rescheduled, but it's okay. We're getting it's the radiologist.
Oh, okay, good.
So
Flatty, how are you, love? I haven't seen Flat. Army Vet, good morning. Hey, Army Vet, I was thinking of you the other day. Try frothing half and half or heavy cream and put that in your espresso. You want to have an amazing reaction? Try that one.
Ooh,
Instead of using just plain milk. I mean, milk to froth up. But can
uh-huh.
you imagine like doing it with less heavy cream and frothing it up almost to be not whipped cream, but just frothing it? I think that'll be because I thought of he's the first person I thought of when my friend showed me that. And you actually then could make the little heart in your frothing on top of your espresso when you use half and half of heavy cream. Something I learned the other morning at my friend's house.
Cool.
Oh, Where's Wanda? Wanda, can you hear me? What happened to Wanda? She wants coffee club so bad.
I'm here, Wanda E. I'm here. I have missed my coffee club so much.
Look at what Flatty said. I'm okay, but too damn hot. Roll on the winter. No. Hey,
Oh
Sassy.
my God, no.
I know.
Hey, beautiful. And there's our sweet baby sister, Sassy.
Hi, Sassy. Good morning.
He said, "What are the
are
big
those
words you're
big
using?"
words you're using?
The
Uh,
thingy did that thingy, and you know the thingy.
yeah. You took a gummy already this morning. It's too early, Vet. Ward off the gummies. Mm.
I'm still working on my second cup. It's coming slowly, but the brain is coming back. Yeah, I've
Thank you,
actually.
lady. She said cream. Basically, just use cream.
I had heard something once that if you run out of like creamer for your coffee,
Mm-hmm.
to use vanilla ice cream, and I tried it
I've
once.
heard that too.
Man, it's really good. It's
Oh,
really
you
good.
used ice cream? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's made with milk and cream. So,
yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm. They also show, like, that vanilla creamer that comes in a container. I don't know who does it. Coffee Mate, the cold one.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, really, all that is sweetened condensed milk and vanilla and milk. Shake it up and put it in a container. And call it
Oh,
a day. Mm-hmm.
wow. I've done that before. My husband likes the vanilla foo-foo, as I call it.
Mm-hmm.
And once we ran out, so I poured a little bit of my creamer in there and then a drop of vanilla, and he didn't know the difference.
See? You don't know. You can't tell. You can make whatever you want. Whatever concoction works for you, enjoy it.
The guys back in the 90s when they first went overseas to the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
over in Iraq and stuff, before the supplies made it to them, and they were there for a little while without all the major supplies, they were putting candy in their coffee to sweeten it. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Wow.
What kind?
One was using, the little peppermints.
Yeah, I was just going to say that would be amazing.
And Jolly Ranchers and
Oh,
just
I don't
any
know about
kind of.
Jolly Rancher.
I know that'd be kind of weird, like sour apple coffee. But yeah, they would just drop candy in it, anything sweet.
I
Wow.
wonder how butterscotch would work.
Ooh. Flattie's a winter baby. She loves the long, dark nights and the crisp, cool air of winter. It's her favorite season. And Crazy Chicken Lady loves black coffee.
I don't know. I gotta have it real sweet.
Yeah.
Vet said they were also using cocoa and mixing it with coffee.
Well, it's kind of like a hot cocoa coffee. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Did you ever have soda coffee, hairbag?
What's that?
In New York, they sell those bottles. It's half coffee, half Coca-Cola. It's called Coke soda, Coke coffee, or coffee soda, whatever the hell.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so you just take black coffee and mix it with Coca-Cola because that's got the highest content of sugar, and it's a coffee soda,
Huh.
or vice versa.
Well, that's a carbonated coffee. I don't know about that. That would be weird.
Carbonated coffee.
That is weird.
Yeah, put it on ice. It's actually not bad. It's pretty darn good, although it's too sweet. But yeah.
Well, I guess if you like the cold coffee, that would be good.
Mm.
I like Coffee Mate's chocolate cream. So I went and I bought 2 containers of it a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, they mislabeled it and they put the regular label on the sugar-free one. And I bought 2 of those, and oh my God, is that nasty?
Ew.
Oh, sugar-free?
Yeah.
Well, that just means they used an artificial sweetener in it, and that's
Well,
dangerous.
I'll tell you what, it does not have a good flavor to it.
Ew.
Well, the Italian sweet cream made with Splenda is really good. That one is good. If you want to have that make-believe sweet taste in your coffee. I don't know. I just stick with half and half airbag.
I just use
I
milk.
think chocolate milk works good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does the
And
same
yes,
thing
I'm a
as.
chocoholic.
Well, that's okay.
Hey, look, if you're in a pinch, it doesn't matter what you put in there as long as you get that caffeine.
Yeah.
Unless you drink Mouse and Big Dog Mouse coffee, then forget it.
She makes fun of my coffee because it's weak. I make fun of her because she put like 4 heaping scoops, and I'm like, no, 2. And she's like, that's not coffee. That's just brown water.
Yeah.
To me, I called it dirty dishwater.
Ugh. Well, that's what she's drinking, that airbag.
That just
I
means
have to have that stuff dark, dark, dark.
I don't like it real strong so that I can drink more of it.
Mm.
Well, I guess. I put 4 big scoops and then I'll take half of one and go and get around the sides of my basket where it doesn't fill in too good.
I like it. You do it all even, airbag. That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
That extra one for good measure, you know.
Oh, Crazy
That's it.
Chicken Lady said her ex once used her breast milk from the fridge. He said it was sweet.
I've heard that. I really have.
Good
I
morning,
know, Gutters.
Gigi.
Gigi, good morning.
Ugh. That is so funny. Breast milk. Could you? Oh, God, I would die. I'll always keep a can of sweetened condensed milk up in the cabinet just for that purpose.
Right.
Ew.
You get
Ew.
your sugar and you get your milk.
Yeah, and you get the nasty taste too. The only
Mm.
thing I think that's good for is cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really good for
like
making icing.
fudge.
I think it's good for making icing. Like cake icing or cinnamon roll
Oh,
icing.
yeah?
Yeah. Put it with some powdered sugar and mix it up to a syrup. Slather
wow, I
that
never
stuff
knew you
on a
could do that.
cinnamon bun. Yeah. I mean all the frosting is powdered sugar mixed with milk or cream.
Well, if you're going to make butter frosting, you got to add that buttercream in.
Yeah. And sometimes I've actually added butter to it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever made boiled frosting?
No.
No, I can't say I did, Airbag.
Oh my God, that is some good stuff. My grandmother used to make it all the time.
My
Oh,
grandma
it is
used to make
so good.
she used to make a frosting on the stove for, I think it was that lemon cake. It was she'd put orange juice and sugar and make a syrup out of it and pour it over cake.
Wow.
Oh, really? That does sound good.
That was really good.
I cheat. I just do powdered sugar, a couple of drops of lemon or lemon zest, stir it, and call it a day.
There you go.
Oh, I made street tacos last night. I don't know if any of you ever had street tacos, but they came out so good, or I was just starving. Take your pick.
What makes it a street taco?
Your seasonings. Like, you can make tacos on the stove in a
Yeah.
pan. You use a packet taco mix.
Right?
Street tacos are made with Sazon taco mix.
Oh.
And because it's all the original herbs and spices. So you do it with that. And then, oh, God, Mouse, and I had fresh tomatoes that were amazing.
Mm.
Oh, I'd cut up some scallions, sour cream, cheddar cheese, made myself a little platter to make my tacos.
Man.
crazy. I was losing my mind. I was even going to cut up an avocado. I said, don't get carried away, Kathy. You're just one person.
Yeah. Kiki's Eyes says, I don't like icing on my cake. I'd rather have the cake just plain. Then you gotta find a partner, Kiki, and it works great. When my brother and I were younger, we would go to birthday parties of friends and everything.
Mhm.
I only liked the icing and he only liked the cake. So we would just get, one piece of cake. I would eat the icing off of it and then hand him the cake. And it was great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Some people like the icing and not the cake. It's backwards.
Yeah, so people are like that. It's either the cake or the icing, but
I kept
you're
it
right,
simple,
Zuby.
guys. Fresh tomatoes and scallions. It was delicious.
And you don't put all the veggies on a street taco.
She don't
Okay.
know. She don't know what she's talking about.
I
That's
don't
right.
ever.
Mhm.
Street tacos are just meat, onions, and parsley. Okay,
Mhm.
my kind of taco.
Well, I didn't use onions. I used scallions because that's what you're supposed to use, chopped up small, and cheese. And then I did throw the fresh tomatoes because I got 2 pints of them, so I might as well use them. Oh, she makes a cake with half the icing on it and the other half without. Her husband likes the icing and she doesn't.
That sounds like the way I cook.
Mm-hmm. And street tacos are really tiny. It's the little they're
Is
not
it
big tacos, they're just little tacos.
Is it like a corn tortilla?
Yeah, I use soft tacos, the tiny ones.
Ah,
So like really 3 is like eating one giant one.
yeah.
She's gonna said I fucked them tacos up.
She did. She ate the hell out of them.
Uh-huh. I did, they were good.
Well,
Yeah.
now I feel bad. Like the greatest thing I've had all week is fried zucchini sticks with house ranch dressing.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Buddy bought me his neighbor, right? Grows this
Uh-huh.
big garden. And then he puts the hatchback down on the pickup truck. Is that what it's called? The hatch, whatever that door is, the
Yeah.
back
The
door.
tailgate.
Yeah.
Right, the tailgate.
Tailgate.
He puts
Yeah.
it down and he puts everything in baskets and he gives it to all his neighbors for free.
Cool.
So he brought me a ton of yellow squash and
Ooh.
zucchinis. So, and then of course, I can only eat so much of it, right? So then I share it with other people, and everybody's just so appreciative that that man does that.
Oh yeah.
You
Mhm,
know what?
so
I
now-
like zucchini bread.
Oh God, you know what is
I
really
love
good?
that.
I'm going to give you a cheat. You ready for this, hairbag?
Go ahead.
Because everybody knows I like the shortcuts. Get chocolate cake mix. Is it 2 zucchinis or one large zucchini and 3 eggs. Shred the zucchini in the chocolate cake mix, add the 3 eggs, stir it up, and make zucchini bread. It's got the chocolate already in it. You don't have to add chocolate chips or anything. It's chocolate cake mix. And I guarantee you, when that comes out, you don't see the zucchini because it bakes into everything. And
Right.
it is amazing. So you're getting your vegetables with a little sweetness.
I love zucchini. I do.
Mm-hmm. And that's my
I'm
cheat
not a
sheet
big
for banana bread too.
I'm not a big squash eater, but I love zucchini. I do.
Mm.
I
Squash
can't
is
stand pumpkin pie. I can't stand butter squash or whatever the hell you call it. Any type of squash you'd eat like at Thanksgiving, I
mhm.
don't care for it. I never have.
Yeah, no, I
A
don't
lot of
like
people say,
pumpkin.
"Oh, try it this way. It's so good." Well, I've tried it every way and I still don't like it.
Did you ever try spaghetti squash with some nice sauce on it? That's really good.
It's the texture. I can't handle it. It's
Yeah.
nasty to me.
Ooh, I love the texture. It's squishy.
Kiki said people
It's
think I'm crazy. She doesn't like watermelon.
I know people that don't care for watermelon. Do you
I don't
like
either, Kiki.
do you non-liking watermelon people like cantaloupe?
I do.
So it's just the texture of the watermelon hairbag because it's sort of like
No, I don't know what it is. It's I don't care for it. I don't know why. It's not like cantaloupe. It's not like honeydew melon.
No,
I
because
don't
that's
know.
got a more thicker consistency in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
But you
maybe
don't like
that's what
cantaloupe
it
either,
is.
Mouse.
Christ,
Well,
watermelon, you get it in your mouth and it practically just dissolves like you're eating cotton candy.
ooh, yes.
That's
Well,
Mouse's favorite sweetness.
yes.
Put that in your
Well,
coffee.
I
I
know
do,
it is.
but I do notice that people that see, like, I don't like cantaloupe. I just don't like the flavor of it. I don't know why, but I do like watermelon. So I've noticed that people that don't like watermelon do like cantaloupe, and a lot of people that do like watermelon don't care for cantaloupe.
I like all fruits. I even like prunes, so whatever.
Oh, I do too.
I like
I
prunes,
like dates
apricots.
too. Dates are awesome.
Oh God, they're amazing. You are correct. I'll agree with that 100%. Hairbag dates are really good, and I got a recipe for that too. You ready for this? You take a date, you slice it down the middle, you put a thin layer of
Go ahead.
peanut butter, right? You put some sort of nuts, usually walnuts, on top of it, and then dip
Mhm.
it in dark chocolate and put them in the fridge for a minute. And it tastes like you're eating a Snickers bar or one of those candy bars.
Oh my God, I'll bet that would be good.
yeah.
That does sound good.
I mean, it's got to be dark chocolate though, because you don't want all the sweetness.
Right. I don't like ketchup either, crazy chicken lady. The only thing I eat chicken or ketchup on is hot dogs or hamburgers. I don't even put it on my meatloaf.
My grandfather would take a bottle of ketchup, and it did not matter what was on his plate. He would lather it in ketchup and then stir it all up. Ugh.
Oh,
Well,
Gigi, you
listen
don't
to
know
Miss
what's
Negative
good.
Nancy down there. Cantaloupes are gross, so are honeydew melons. Keep your
I
opinions
know.
to yourself, Missy Pooh. I need you to come up here and battle with me. You're a negative Nancy this morning.
Crazy lady hates ketchup, but she likes it in her meatloaf. I use ketchup in my meatloaf. I'm one of those that I will ruin what you would think be ruin a meatloaf with overdoing it on ketchup and tomato sauce.
Vladdy said it's 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit here. That's hot for me. And those hot those hot flushes, she means flashes.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, Flatty. Like these hot flashes. And I've asked I've asked my elders because I was really upset. Like, y'all didn't really warn us about the hot flashes. And so that now they're here, watch the advice, and they look at me and go, oh, well, it'll go away in about 5 years. Like, fuck.
Sorry, Mouse. I only got one in my lifetime, so I
Wow.
don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, gee, fun. 5 years. Wow. I mean, even a cold goes away faster. The flu goes away faster.
He said I went through all that crap a long time ago. Hot flashes, mood swings. Do you get mood swings too?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
That is good.
Gutters. No, I'm too grumpy and my computer fan is making it so awful noises. I think it's gonna die on me. Sob.
GG, then you need to clean out the fan. That'll help. Take it apart and clean the
Usually
dust
it's
out of the
yep,
fan.
yep. It works with regular household fans too. People go out and buy a new one, and all they gotta do really is clean the blades off.
Yeah.
Well, a bogged down fan will crash a computer. It'll pull it pulls on the memory. I don't know why.
Well, it's probably because there's certain things in there that need to stay cooler, and when it doesn't stay cooler, that's what causes that to happen more than likely.
Yeah.
which understandable.
I don't know what the second thing was she did. It looks like a little bit of Arabic and Chinese writing, so it looks like a golf club with
Yeah, I
some
know, right?
your computer needs. How do you clean a computer fan, Mouse?
Actually, you have to turn the computer off. Don't forget to turn it off. And you have to take the back of the fan panel off. And then take your Q-tips, dry Q-tips, and wipe the
Right.
fans off.
Uh-huh.
Mine are horrible about dust. My house is, it gets dusty fast. I'm always dusting. And then the hair in the air.
Crazy Chicken Lady said, and if I hear one more guy say it's menopause because of my mood, I'm going to punch someone. Oh, yeah, she's
Right.
definitely going through it.
I know. It's like after 40, we don't have feelings. It's just menopause, and they ignore us. Like it's going to go away. No, you made me mad. You did something wrong.
Kiki said, my husband said going through the change of life was the hardest part in our relationship. May God love him. He made it through.
Bless his heart. I think my husband's going through it with me, though. He's complaining of hot flashes and things as well. Complaining about sleep, and his mood swings are 10 times worse than mine.
That's funny. That is funny. Well, when you're pregnant, did he go? Where'd she go? See?
What,
She talked about a computer handbag and she got whacked off.
Yep.
There she is.
Wow,
Good morning, Wanda E. We were talking about you. Were your ears ringing? I said, where's Wanda? She wants her coffee club.
Good morning, Wanda.
Crazy Chicken lady said, it's like you can't have feelings. They're just intensified when you go through those changes. Those feelings intensify. They definitely do. He said, I think I came back. Army Vet said, I think I came back at the wrong time. I heard menopause. It was a short conversation, Army Vet. Look, Wanda E's here, Mouse. She came.
Hey! Good morning, Wanda E. AB's like, oop, menopause out.
No granny panties.
Yeah, Army Vet, no granny panties.
Oh, Army Vet, older women now don't wear granny panties, son.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
No, they wear Depends.
I'm going to be walking through the store, and every 80-year-old that walks by, I'm going to be like, would she really have a thong on? Like, would she really? Oh, you messed me up for days.
No, Handbag said they don't wear granny panties, they wear Depends.
I'll take that, because, man, the thought of some granny out there walking around in a thong is just going to mess with me. Please have on granny panties.
Army Vet said, I need that shit. What, you need a Depends?
You need that on a shirt?
Oh, God. I love laughing in the morning. That means I'll be laughing all day.
Good. That's a better way to live.
Kiki said, I don't wear granny panties. Just saying. I like Kiki's answer. I don't wear granny panties. Just saying. I know it's too much information.
I'm way too old for a thong. I'm just going to tell you men that now. I am way too old and for a thong.
God. Who wants a cord sticking up their ass, really?
No. And you know a thong was made by a man. And it's,
Mhm.
I mean, it is. It's underwear you actually have to get used to.
If you weren't born and bred into those things, you ain't gonna wear those things.
I tried, couldn't do it. Had too much wedgie going on.
Yeah. Yep. But no, Army Vet, they make nicer underwear now for the older generation, or they can just go commando.
Yeah, after menopause, they just go commando.
Yeah.
Exactly, chicken lady. Exactly.
And Kiki said, and I don't wear Depends either. That's for you, hairbag. Shit.
I
Do you wear a
wasn't
thong
really
hairbag?
huh?
I said, do you wear a thong hairbag?
Always.
You wear a banana boat holder?
I love the way that crack feels when that strap goes up in there.
Oh my god. I just can't this morning. I can't. Oh. Oh.
I'll
I
stick to
was
my
going to say something about the other day, but I'm just going to shut up.
I'll just stick with my bikini cut somewhere in the middle.
There you go. There you go.
Wanda, maybe we dress like kings and wear Depends on the outside on top of pants.
Oh.
I'm just gonna go over the top and wear it on my head.
There you go.
You better not be clipping me, Army Vet. Don't be telling my secrets. You have fun with that gutter pups. I ain't getting all dried out down there. No, thank you. I wear jeans too often to go commando.
You got to buy them nice little soft shorts that are just short, and you could go commando. Nobody will know.
That might be a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Those like volleyball sorts.
Yeah. Not nothing tight or nothing like that, but commando, yeah.
Make a good winter statement on your heads. There you go.
Flatty said, I don't wear a bra. Does that count?
I don't know. Does it?
Yes, Flatty, it counts.
I think you're just lucky, Flatty. I think you're just lucky you don't have to wear them anymore.
Oh, God. Got his pub dried out. What you talking about? I'm wet. Mommy vet, here he goes. I need coffee. What am I hearing? Oh. We're just having a conversation, Army Vet. Just a normal, plain, everyday conversation.
Oh, yeah, you hear everybody talking about this every day.
Oh, God.
What a way to network.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's great.
What color underwear you wear?
Oh, you know what's funny? I don't call them underwear. I don't call them briefs. I just say, get your drawers on. You look ridiculous walking around naked. Put your drawers on.
You're so much there for the self-confidence, Kathy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You look ridiculous.
Those are your goddamn drawers on. Army Vet's moist this morning. Oh, watch. He's going to come back. I didn't say I am. Oh. There you go. This is morning. It looks like it's balancing on Hairbag's circle.
It's just
Uh-oh.
smacking him. Notice how the hand keeps landing on him. Smack, 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 smack.
I get no respect.
You're the balancing bar. You're actually very important in this trick.
And then I get whipped by the one mouse's tail.
Mm-hmm. Kiki said, when I have my grandbabies, I wear a bra. But if I don't have my grandbabies, she don't need it.
Those are outside things. Bras are for when you have to go outside or when you have to be around people.
Sometimes I just don't give a shit. I just won't wear it.
Yep.
It's a pain in the ass. And gut is pub, keep your comments to yourself.
Well, if it's a pain in the ass, I think you're wearing it in the wrong spot.
No, it's just a pain, Hairbag. You know, it's summertime. It's 95 degrees outside. What in God's name do you need a bra for?
Yeah.
To sweat?
Well, to absorb the sweat, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
And here's one. If guys can go topless, why can't women?
I agree. Africa, they just let them hang out. Just,
I know. That's probably because it's too damn hot over there, though.
Probably. That too.
Well, that's why they created air conditioning so women can keep their bras on.
I don't know.
Careful, somebody's going to think those are nuts, Kate.
Yeah. She did say they were a pain in the ass.
It is. I'm sorry, Juan. She didn't wear hers yesterday and everyone was looking. She was in a lot of pain when she went to the doctor.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Wanda.
Right.
And Kiki said, if I'm working on the farm, I don't because it's already too hot out.
Traumatizing the farm animals.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot. It's sticky. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I know why there's not a lot of ladies that do haying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, that's terrible. You get into the hayloft and you're stacking bales. Oh, my God, is that hot?
Yeah, I think, it's Gigi, hot and sticky. I don't know. As you get older, the heat just is. I mean, I see some people that sit in the sun every day, and I'm just like, God, I'll stay pale white. I'm good.
That's it.
Nikita, good morning, love. How are you today?
Hey, Nikita.
Hello, Nikita.
Crazy Chicken Lady said, I love living by no one.
I'm way out in the country, but I'm not all by myself. We have the reggae guy next door.
Gotta play some music.
Oh, I bet they do too, Gutters. She says bras turn into barbed wire when haying.
Oh, I bet. Get all that hay stuck in it. Oh my goodness. Ow, ow, ow.
Army vet. Let your boobs hang low. Make a new summer hit. LOL.
Do your boobs hang low? Can you toss them to and fro? Oh, and no, can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow?
Boobs get... Go ahead.
Boobs get in the way on the farm. Try closing gates with tits. Yeah, something I was talking about this week. I was raised in Texas where cattle guards were everywhere. And if you don't know what a cattle guard is, what it is it sits on the ground and there's a pit underneath it, but it's a row of metal tubing, metal piping, and there's a pit dug underneath it. Well, the reason they put this at gates is because cows won't cross it, right? They can't figure out how to cross it, so they don't come out of the gate. But here in Tennessee, there is not a single cattle guard. There is thousands and thousands of people with cattle, and I have yet to see a cattle guard. It boggles my brain.
We have those up here in certain areas. You don't even have to put a gate up because they'll stay right in the pasture.
Yeah. It looks like a piece of fence that's been laid on the ground.
Yep.
Like
Except
a ladder.
it's aluminum.
Well, it's not aluminum.
Or stainless steel, one of the two.
We use old oil field pipes in Texas.
Oh.
You know, like that we drill oil with or that we use in the oil field. We use old one of those and cut them up. And it looks like a gate sitting down, laid over. And then it's got a ditch that's dug under it. And it boggles my brain that they don't use them here.
Nikita said, are we talking about boobs? And then Gutters came in with her tune. Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? And then Wanda said, some cows learn to cross those things, Mouse, whatever it is you're discussing.
A time
then those cows, they go to the butcher shop.
There's been a time or two that they've outsmarted it, but for the better part of it, cows aren't even interested in trying.
Well, Gutters said she thinks some states have outlawed cattle guards.
Huh.
We have both over our pastures. Had to go for gas companies. Had to for gas companies. Sorry. Good morning, Juniverse. How are you?
Hey, Drew. Good morning.
It's nice to see the West Coast up early. Electric fence bookkeeping calls for going over it or through it. He said he's good. He's getting some coffee. Drew and Gutters are from the West Coast. Flatty's from another country.
Drew's from that part of the world that the sun never goes down. Isn't he out there close to Harley, Dad?
Yeah, California. Kiki said, sorry, that didn't come out right. Put electric fence up and the cows will not go through it or over it. It wouldn't let me delete it. It's all right. And then Wanda E said, yes, they're regulated by the size in the roads.
Oh, so I don't know. Texas didn't seem to care. They had them out, even out on dirt roads. And mostly out on the dirt roads, you know. And the reason they do it in Texas is because a lot of that land that the cattle is on is also shared with the oil field. Like they have leases, you know, they pay the landowner money to go out and be on that land. And there was always a problem with leaving the gate open. Excuse me.
Oh, so the cows, gotcha. Blatty said she's from a different planet altogether. Never mind.
Hey, I'll be back. My brother's calling me.
Okay, Hairbag. Tell him hello.
Hey, brother.
That's funny, Flatty. Gas companies require cattle guards, Mouse.
I could see where the gas companies would too. Anytime that another utility or service has to drive on your land. That's why in Texas they all do it. You know, that way there's never, you never have to worry about a key to the gate or leaving the gate open or even breaking the gate.
Mm-hmm.
You just, instead of having to get out and open the gate, you just drive through it. You just drive over it. Don't drive over it too fast because it'll tear up
Right.
everything on your dash. Because it is bumpy to go over them, but I see
Yeah.
it every day on my Facebook accounts that, we have a lot of community Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm.
And every day there's either somebody screaming they lost a cow or there's an actual cow running down the road. And I'm like, how do you people not cattle guard? Like, look.
Well, Gigi said, some states don't allow it. Mm-hmm.
Huh. I'm about to look that up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Listen, we had this discussion yesterday. Where the hell is time going? Like, it is, like, no lie. When I was a kid, summer seemed to last forever. Now, look, we're already going into July Monday. Like, that is insane to me. Crazy Chicken Lady said, yes, here, cows can be everywhere.
There is always a random cow running down the road back here, and there's, then there'll be 100 posts. A cow on certain road.
That's crazy. Wanda E said the cows go through the fences to get the greener grass.
Huh.
So was cow tipping popular in where you lived in Texas?
Oh, absolutely.
But how do they get back up?
They scramble and get back up. Cows sleep standing up sometimes, and they have to be asleep to tip, or you're just going to get chased.
Oh. Mm.
The first time I seen the Disney Pixar movie Cars,
Mm.
and they were out in the field with Frank, and they were tractor tipping. Oh my God, I was rolling on the floor. I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny. That's cow tipping. They're freaking cow tipping.
Flatty said, since I had all my hair cut off, I've been told by 3 people now that I look like a butch lesbian. Oh, Flatty. Yeah, Nikita, it's no joke. I mean, it's flying. The older I get, the faster time is going. And I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah. I used to, an hour used to feel like forever when we were a kid. To have to sit down for an hour was like brutal. Now we're like, oh shit, I've been sitting here for an hour. Whoop.
No, an hour. Like, well, here, look, I said, oh, Mouse, I'm going to be there. Maybe a few minutes late, but I'll be there. And all of a sudden, I looked at the clock and it was like 10:20. And I was like, shit, hurry up, Kathy. I don't know what it is. I cannot believe it's July. I swear, Mouse, I cannot believe it's July.
It went by fast.
Mm-hmm.
It surely went by fast. But we need to get into our summer festivities. Okay, Hairback had a phone call and he left.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to get our summer festivities up and going here on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to get out there. Y'all need to show us your town, your trails, your parks.
Yeah. I would love to see that. I am actually the last 2 weeks of August.
Uh-huh.
I'm going places. Like, I decided, my foot should be perfect by then. And I want to go places. I really want to go places. I want to get some stuff done. I'd like to drive up the East Coast and head back towards where I'm from. I'd like to go visit some of my friends.
Absolutely.
I just want to do stuff. And I think 2 weeks is long enough to do stuff. By
Yeah. I think I'm scared to buy an RV because I feel like if I ever bought an RV, I would climb in it and never come home.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
why? Why do I need to? I have everything right here.
I mean, yeah, I mean, basically. But I think I don't know enough about them. I know that you have to maintain it. I mean, it's like anything else in the world. You got to
Yeah.
maintain it. You got to take care of it. I don't understand all them hoses, gray water, blah. Well, I know black and I know gray, and then you got your fresh water. I know about them because Gigi's been
Yeah.
teaching me. And then Big Dog sent me to an RV channel, which I've been watching them. And to me, it looks like so much fun.
I know.
But I don't want a giant one. You know what I mean? I'd like one that you could drive, a smaller one, a smaller
Right.
version. Just have the basics. I think I don't know. I think I would really love it.
The only thing I haven't figured out is where would my money come from? Like, how do you financially stay out there? I see people do it. I see people that live the van life and the RV life. And they don't even do it all year round, but they'll do it for months at a time. And I wonder, like, do you have to save up for that? Is that people that just have an income, like regardless?
Yeah, I think it has to do with saving and putting it aside for it. And so like if you start now, maybe in 5 years, you could pay for it in cash and then keep it up and maintain it. I just that's the part. Yeah,
Well,
see, Goddess
it's
keeps telling me about hey, congratulations, Flatty. Next week she's celebrating. It's been 5 years since her double mastectomy. Whoop whoop.
congratulations.
That's right, Flatty.
I'm glad you're still here.
See, my brother said that too, Mercedes. I mean, Gutters. That Mercedes cat wants a 25-foot Mercedes. Yeah, I do.
But I mean, like, you have fuel costs, you have maintenance costs, and then you have like rental fees for the parks that you stay in or the places that you stay. How do they afford that?
Everybody.
Right, but I'm going to tell you something.
Morning.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Arctic.
Good.
Like
Sunny
if
day
you're
here in
disabled
Philadelphia.
or that senior discount like in the federal parks and the state parks,
Uh-huh.
right? You get discounts. So instead of it being like, let's say $38 a night, it's like 20. My brother teaches me all this stuff.
Senior discounts. What age do they start that at? 55?
55, some are 60.
Oh,
That is probably said if you get solar, less need for the parks. You can boondock.
Yeah, that's true.
Boondock. What's that boondock?
Boondocking is go ahead, Mouse.
Is when you're not at an actual like RV park with hookups or anything. You go fill up with water somewhere and then you go out somewhere where there's no hookups.
Oh. That's boondocking?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, like the boonies. Being out in the
Yeah,
boonies.
that's the only time that I've ever used that term.
Oh.
Like, yeah, we're out in the boondocks here, fellas,
Yeah, that's why
What
they
is
call it boondocking.
BLM land is free?
Was
Huh?
that George Soros's backyard?
I don't know. BLM land is free.
Well, that's rapidly including like pretty much every inch of the land of North America.
Social Security, retirement, your 401 savings, your Social Security. Flappy said, I thought it meant something sexual.
Well, I've been watching the Bethune. They've been doing it. They were the ones that that helped them locate Gabby Petito
Mm.
on their cameras. They've been doing it for a couple of years. And, I've never asked or anything, like, do y'all get a monthly check? Like, do y'all have disability? How do y'all afford that? How do y'all, the fuel costs, because they're always on the road. And, it costs like $200 to fill the damn things up.
I watched was watching Flow State stream. I think it was yesterday. He had that Grace girl on there. She got $400 in donations in like less than 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that'll afford gas right there. I think she said
that's
something like
true.
she was going to Miami or some crap, but
BLM land is our land.
that's how I think a lot of people are doing this, is just with like donations that way. A lot of the YouTubers make tens of thousands of dollars.
Mm.
There's no way I could have that many people care and follow me. You know what I mean?
I just wouldn't be able to do that, like, just on an ethical level. It's just, when I was younger, I worked at one of those telephone, what do they call that? Donation thing. It was like for firefighters,
Mm-hmm.
like, donating money to like firefighters or whatever. But, and I worked there for like 6 hours before I quit. I literally worked there 6 hours. I couldn't do it ethically.
Yeah.
Because everybody that they were like literally telling us to go down through the phone book and target elderly and disabled people on fixed incomes, sitting around doing nothing, because those are the people most sympathetic to, give away like
Yeah.
all of their own assets.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't ethically do that. I think the same sort of thing is happening on YouTube.
Oh, that's fair.
Army Vet got another alert.
To some extent.
Right back. BLM is Bureau of Land. It stands for Bureau of Land Management.
Okay,
Not
good.
anymore. That's not what it means anymore.
What does it mean?
Black Lives Matter.
Oh, no, it's Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it used to mean. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. I was like, nah, I'm not camping there.
Bureau of Land Management.
Well, Bureau of Land Management, what they do is they look at the totality of the land and figure out what's going to be like a state park, what's going to be a national forest, what's going to be a state forest, and then on those lands they figure out, all right, what trees are mature and could be harvested, and then they outsource the lumberjacking and harvesting of those trees, and then a replanting of those trees. There's like no virgin land left hardly anywhere on planet Earth. It's all just resources to the people that are ruling and controlling the situation. We'll call it the situation from now on.
Now, Gutters said BLM owns a lot of land. They own a lot of land. Army Vet just said, here's our alert. On the 19th, North Korea and Russia signed a comprehensive strategic partnership military pact that the
I
world
read that. You should come up here, Army Vet. We'll talk about that a little bit.
deployment.
Yep, we're rapidly heading towards World War III here, guys. Like, they're posturing for it, so get ready because it's coming.
Yeah.
The world focused on the possibilities of North Korea troops deployment. Where would they be deployed to, Army Vet?
Ukraine.
He's getting some more information from the Pentagon. And Crazy Chicken Lady said, slowly losing our land in Montana.
So does that mean Putin feels like our fears that he's losing?
He is. Like a lot of the resources that he has are old. They're outdated.
Well, yeah, and that's where I kind of laughed at this whole Cuba thing. He says, "Well, America gives countries weapons all the time."
Yeah, but look,
What
we've
is
got
what is
industry and we're constantly got the
well,
latest, greatest
listen to me.
innovations.
Hear me out. And he says,
Mhm.
America is constantly giving weapons to other countries. Why can't we do the same thing? And my answer is, well, because you're using old German yard sale shit. Like, seriously, you're
Right.
using somebody else's old shit. You're not even using your shit. So why would you hand them to Korea? Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
actually,
Cuba.
it's the other way around. Like
I
Korea and
mean,
China, they're
I meant
wanting
to
to,
say,
Russia's want.
Cuba. Yeah, I
Oh,
meant to say
Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah, Cuba. Yeah.
Because you're still handing Cuba old German shit. Come on.
I
But
guess
I
some
guess
shit's better. Here, Mouse. Some shit's better than no shit.
that's right. I guess if Cuba doesn't have anything, even old German equipment will work.
Well, like Cuba, look at Cuba though. Just on the grand scale of things, Cuba's just a little fucking speck on the map.
Yeah.
They really don't have industry. They've got nothing to offer. They're just, you know, they're just sitting out there as just a little speck, a little island out in the great big world.
Little island of mutiny.
Good morning, Arctic.
Hey, Hairbag, how's it going?
All right, how are you?
I'm all right. It's gonna be another hot day today, I think.
I know.
Yeah, look at this.
It tells our age, y'all. We complain when it's cold. We complain when it's hot.
I've always been that way.
Just a
I've
complainer.
always been a big complainer.
I think we have the right to complain we're old and we're cranky.
We've been here a long time. Enough is enough.
Yeah. Well, how have you been, Arctic? Hadn't seen you in a while.
I was here last Thursday,
Yeah.
so it's been a week.
Well, how has your
Yeah,
week
just been
been?
all right, I guess. Find things to do.
Plenty of things to do. That's me.
Well, I mean, like, find things to do on the internet or whatnot. I filmed a deer the other day in my backyard,
Oh yeah?
and I was out there like eating on the neighbor's tree. It's kind of off to an angle, but I filmed it out my back window. Got about I don't know, 10 minutes or so of footage.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got some good shots of it too. Just hanged out underneath the neighbor's tree and was reaching up and eating the neighbor's tree.
So, do
Big
you all
deer
want to
too. That's
see?
probably like close to 300-pounder.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, big deer. Yeah.
Mouse, do you want to see at this upcoming debate? Would you like to meet Donald? Would you like to see his vice president pick at the debate?
What debate?
I'm
About you debating somebody?
Yeah, Trump and Biden are debating tonight.
yeah, they're CNN is hosting it, if that tells you anything.
Oh,
So
And
it's
here's
I
the
mean
thing, there's
I heard
nobody
Trump
allowed in the studio.
I heard Trump wanted to turn America into a Reich, but then he retracted that statement.
they are putting on such a show. And you gotta know,
Listen, why do you think they're bringing up all this World War II stuff all of a sudden?
I know.
You got to think, why are they doing that? It's because they're trying to posture the world.
Oh yeah. And I can tell you beforehand that what's going to occur tonight is scripted. It's it's scripted, and especially for the Dems. So I don't know. It's not like history. It's more like a WWF. The summer. What do they call it? They have every summer where it's pay-per-view. They have the big
Oh,
wrestling event.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, and because wrestling is fake and scripted, but so
Right.
is this shit. It's just a great big messy show. They're going to try to convince us that Trump is a horrible dictator instead of Biden, and they're going to try to convince us that Biden is coherent.
Yeah, good luck.
So that's what the episode is, right?
They even brought that up on the news this morning about how Biden isn't mentally stable enough for another term. That they're going to be debating that, and it's like,
Okay,
really,
so
you can't think of something better?
what his administration accused Trump of, he actually got caught doing. And when he got caught, the prosecution said he's too old and senile to face trial. So we're not going to prosecute him for what he accused Trump of doing. Yet, we're going to make you believe that he's still coherent enough to run another 4 years.
For the country. Army vet
No, I
said
hear you.
in response to North Korea, there are questions on nuclear arming South Korea. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Mouse, that excuse doesn't work because, didn't they just charge a 96-year-old? They tried a 96-year-old lady for her association with the Nazi Party back in World War II. That was like a recent thing, which is like the past couple of years. I'm not sure if they
Really? I
sentenced
didn't
that. They
see
probably
that.
sentenced her to a few years in prison too.
Or an
So they're
ankle
supposed to
monitor.
oh, they're too old to be tried. All this stuff, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
they can.
what
They
it
can.
boils down to is either you're liked or you're disliked.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Gunner
That's the
said, it's a
game.
fucking joke. Excuse my language. Do we have a banner up, Mouse? Do we have an 18-year-old banner up? I just cussed. Sorry.
I don't know, teenagers.
I
Swear all the
agree,
time.
Kiki. It's going to be a shit show.
And then Wanda wants to know, so why is he the president?
Who, Biden?
Yeah.
Because he was puppetable. They needed a puppet. This man ain't running our country. He's just standing there in pose. And it kind of pisses me off that if he's too senile to stand trial, how is he still, by executive order, doing anything? By executive order, how is he signing that?
Don't
I
ask
agree with
me.
Army Vet. Tomorrow, half of YouTube will be triggered.
Yep. Nikita, it is beautiful. Nikita has a deer that comes to her house, comes around her house a lot. She just sent me a video. Oh, and by the way, your car is stunning. Very nice, Nikita. Thank you.
Can you
Tomorrow,
show it,
half
Katie?
YouTube will be triggered.
I could forward it to Mouse and she could show it.
Email it to me. It'd be easier.
All right, Nikita, can we show
Give her all my
here?
house. Oh, cool. Here too.
Email it to Mouse. Okay, hang on. She has beautiful, beautiful land. I don't know. Did she say it's okay, Mouse?
She said, thank you, sweetie. So I assume yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Forward message.
She says, yes, you can share.
All right. I don't know if it'll let me forward it. All right, hang on.
Excuse me.
I heard that.
Ding.
I went
It
to my
only let
phone.
me forward to you text message wise. Like it doesn't. That's the only option.
All right, hold on. Let me put it back through email.
It's only
Horse
18.
lover, what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
Look at her comments.
Yeah,
There's
that
a-
doesn't make any
there's-
sense.
There's a critter on her keyboard. There's a critter on her keyboard.
There might
Those are
be.
YouTube. Those are the last few letters of the YouTube video URLs.
Let me go back and find it.
Nikita is so cute. Good morning, Army vet and horsewoman. She said sorry. That was her fiance that did that.
Okay. Cut it out.
What's up, buddy?
Hey,
What?
buddy.
Please keep calling your thoughts. She's going through a lot. Thank you. All right, buddy, East Coast. What's going on? Good morning.
Carlos said earlier she broke her back.
Broke the back?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Jesus. I know that feeling.
Holy
Oh,
cow.
I've experienced it twice.
Mm. Carla, if you're watching, hope you get better soon, love.
All right, let me see if I can finagle this.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
A Corvette.
Yes, that's Nikita's Corvette, everybody.
Nice. What year is that?
I don't know, Nikita, what year is your car? Will it play, Mouse?
I gotta go find it. Let's see. Whoops.
There you go. You're going to see the deer pop up. 2002. See that little deer?
No. A rabbit or something. White.
Oh, there it is in the
Oh,
back.
there it is
Oh,
going
right.
behind the. Okay.
It went,
Well, that's Nikita's land. And he comes close to our house.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Say one more
really.
time. Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry. Buddy,
okay.
good morning. Look who came to see us.
He came in to tell us about Carla. She broke her back.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, that's not good.
Mm-mm. That's some painful stuff. And I know
Yeah.
first
Mm.
that is painful.
Well,
How long would you say it took you to get over yours, Kathy?
I didn't, because when they went to do the surgery in April, it was too late. The two bones had already fused. So now I'm screwed.
Now, what I'm meaning is from you being hurting.
I still hurt.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now that I could walk again, because think about it. I went for the surgery on my back, and the next day I broke all my toes. That was a real winner.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I went when I did my first one, I fell on a cobblestone street in the wintertime.
Wow.
And it crushed my tailbone.
Ooh,
Mm.
I know
It
that
made
was.
me sick for about 3 months. And the
Uh-huh.
pain didn't go away for at least 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when I did it here back in probably 2018,
Mm-hmm.
I fell on the side of the house where a hill goes down at about 10:30, 11 in the morning, and I thought that all the dew was gone off the grass, and I was wrong, and I went down and I broke it again. I didn't get sick this time, but I did go to the hospital, and it took another 3 months for me to get over that, and I'm still now I've got a pain in the middle of my spine where it's protruding
Uh-huh.
Mm.
and it hurts.
Mhm.
If I happen to lean back, let's say on a hardback chair, oh my God, it's like somebody's throwing a hot poker iron through my back.
So I wonder, because you did that, so the day with the chair, remember you heard it again? Just
Yeah.
opening up the folding chair. So you here, Wanda said back accidents are really bad and they stay with you for life.
Yep,
Yep.
that's
But
true.
I'll tell you what, you get the surgery and you're going to be worse off than you were before you had it.
Yeah.
Everybody I've ever talked to that has had back surgery said they wish they hadn't have got it because now they're worse off.
Yeah, but you know what, Hairback? I'm trying to be overly cautious, which kind of makes it worse because I tripped over my own foot the other day. Thank God the wall was there. And I was like, son of a bitch. So I don't know if I just go on living my life or I just stay, or like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just worried. I don't ever want to fall again. I've had enough. I've had enough.
Yeah, I feel the same way. If I fall again, I'm done. I'll be paralyzed. I know it.
I'll tell you what, it's pain. It's I don't know. I don't know. From November until present, it's just been really rough. Mm. It's just crazy. I know, Nikita. I try, honey. I try. It is what it is, though.
Right, Nikita? I told her I was going to get her a bubble wrap. We were going to wrap her in bubble wrap. Wow. Ooh, dragged down to a horse in my teens, curved back since. Oh my gosh. Yeah, welcome
You
to
gotta know
geriatric
how to
Road.
fall. There's
Mm.
like a right and a wrong way to fall.
Yeah, you got to do that tuck and roll thing.
Yeah, tuck and roll.
I'll tell you another thing that you really shouldn't go by too. If you ever catch yourself on fire like I do, and if you're wearing a man-made garment,
What?
do not drop and roll like they tell you because that shit sticks to you. Maybe it works with cotton, but it sure as hell doesn't work with the man-made fabrics.
Oh yeah,
They
polyester stuff
melt
that's like
and stick
plastic.
to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
broken.
Mouse, I'll be right back, hon.
Okay.
All righty.
I like how Hairbag said that though. If you ever find yourself catching on fire like I do,
Oh, I did. When I first moved into this house that me and my wife moved into, it was during January and it was colder than hell in there. So what I did is I had this t-shirt on that I had won from a carnival. And you know, they give you out those irregulars that they get. So I went to the kitchen, turned on the oven, turned on 2 burners, and of course, one was the front burner. So to get a little bit warmer, I opened up the door of the oven, went to turn around to get some heat up my back. Well, I didn't know it, but the shirt had landed on the flame in the front burner. Good morning, Kim.
Nice.
Hi,
And
Kim.
well,
Good morning.
it caught on fire, and I mean it was bad. My wife wasn't up. I was running through the house like a freaking like the Human Torch. She was freaking out. I had long hair at the time. When I got done, I got it out. I had a great big U in the back of my head from where the fire burnt my hair out.
Ouch.
It was
Wow.
about a 7-inch long blister because I dropped and rolled on the rug. Yeah, wrong thing. And this son of a bitch had swelled up to about 3 inches thick with pus in it. Or water,
Nice.
whatever you want to call it. Wasn't good.
Ouch. Dang, that sounds painful, Flatty. Yes, the first debate is tonight, Kim. It will be on CNN tonight.
I don't get CNN. I only get the internet. How am I
I'm
gonna be
hoping
able
to find
watch
it somewhere on the I wouldn't even know where to find CNN. I don't never watch it.
No,
I
but
bet
I
they-
don't.
I
That
wonder-
was the first
I
and
bet they'll
only
put it on
time.
like their YouTube live channel or something. I bet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a popcorn moment for sure. It's I don't know if it's gonna be gasping and cringy or if it's just gonna be hilarious. I'm not sure yet. Me too, Army. That's me. And that's about all I'm gonna get out of it. I personally do not need them to debate. I've got a pretty good idea where each of them are and where they stand and what they stand for. But yes, I totally think this debate should have been on pay-per-view. Like it's one of those moments. And if he all the things that Biden can do, wander off, glitch out, squat and poop, we don't know. We don't know.
Uh-oh, but he's getting into political.
I would kind of like to. I am kind of hoping to hear the vice president choice, and just to know, we're talking about this election, and we know only half of what we're voting on so far. I mean, the vice president
What?
could change my vote. It very well could change my vote.
Vice president. Who's the vice president?
We don't know yet. Well, okay, the candidate for vice president that Trump is going to choose.
Oh. He hasn't picked one yet?
No, well, he says he has, but he hasn't announced it. He hasn't gone public with his choice yet. So we're all sitting around guessing, The only clue Trump left us was that he'll be at the debate.
That
Wow.
doesn't mean he will be in the debate, but he will be at the debate.
Well, we know that the vice
It
president will
isn't
be
debate
Kamala
between like
Harris
him and
I'm
for
talking for the
Biden. I mean,
well, for the
oh, I know.
Republican ticket running for Trump. We don't know who his choice for vice president is yet.
Have you seen the people that he says that he has picked yet?
A few of
Because
them.
I've never heard of any of them actually.
Oh, Kim, don't run off. I love you, girl. I hope you have a great day too.
Have a good day, Kim.
We love you, girl. And I know Kathy would say it too, so I'll say it for Kathy too. You know she loves you. But yeah, it's gonna be I don't even know how to explain it. It's scripted. We don't know what the script is. It's gonna be a surprise. And can Biden make it through it without wandering off or falling off the stage? Or can he do it without pooping his pants? We don't know. We're all tuning in to find out.
Well, if you see the commentators with clothespins on your nose, you'll know.
I don't know. Within me, it's hard to believe, and it's hard to take this debate seriously because I know how far gone Biden really is. You hear the things like there was about a week ago, he was at a function and all they could talk about was how awkward and uncomfortable it was to stand there with him on stage. Like it was that bad. There were like long moments of silence and glitch. And then he would start babbling, like it was 1979, But it blows my mind how a whole country is sitting here watching this, and that's all we're
the
doing.
whole world. The whole
Yeah, the whole
world's watching.
But as far as a country, the whole country, we all know this is wrong. We all know he's lost mentally. And we're just sitting here watching it. That's it. We're just watching it. It blows my mind how, 20 years ago, I really would have believed that if we'd had a president that became ineligible to run a country, that the country would do something about that. It's like a cartoon to me in my head. How are we living in today's time? And this is going on and it's not being changed.
Right.
Yeah, that is quite fascinating, actually.
And we laugh about it. We make jokes about it, But the truth is,
I honestly, personally, I don't think it's funny, really. Like I'm like one person though, but I'm not really laughing about it.
I think all we can do is laugh about it. I think the alternative would get us in trouble.
I don't know. I'm not afraid to get in trouble.
And that's where I call it. Everybody's like, oh, Trump's going to be a dictator. And I'm like, how is Biden not a dictator? Do y'all see what he's doing to the country?
Yeah.
Well, I look at everything that happened, right around 2019, 2020. It was both of those two guys who are to blame for all that bullshit.
We
Oh,
were
yeah.
all in a
Both of
better
them. Biden and
behind
Trump.
back then, though. We had low prices.
The oil field, the coal
The
field are
part
up
that
and
gets
running.
me, you know what? The part that gets me with this is Trump started the discussion about putting up a border wall. Everybody fought him on it. And now that it's an election year, who is the main one talking about putting up a wall? Biden.
Biden's not talking. In fact, Biden is taking the processing centers away from Texas. They're not even going to process them anymore. Biden is closing the processing centers down in Texas.
Well,
The places where they pick them up from the border and they take them in to process them, you know, check in, get a name, where you from, what the hell you doing here, all that, and give them that, you know, that far off court date. But now even that's getting shut down. Now, if he closes those processing centers, we'll have no clue who's coming in and out. Not a clue. No vetting at all. Taking away the vetting. So as far as closing the border, no, Biden is so far from closing the border. He is convinced that if he lets them all in here, they can change election laws to where all these immigrants are going to be able to vote. They've already been told to vote for Biden because Trump is not going to pay for them. And so we're dealing with all this crime, all this horrid stuff for a vote.
yeah, right.
For an illegal vote. I can't believe I lived long enough to see that a felon can be president. I'm not against Trump. I'm just saying.
Well,
He's
yeah,
not.
I think it all
that's right.
depends
So-
on the felonies that he's been
Okay.
convicted of.
I can understand that had he actually committed a felonious crime, if there was an actual crime he committed, but to call him a felon was a fake label they pushed to put on him. And for that sole purpose, because everybody walk around going, oh, he's a felon, y'all. But is he? Just because they constructed a kangaroo court to call him a felon, in my eyes, he didn't commit what they accused him of. In my eyes, he's not guilty of what they accused him of.
I know.
What did they
right?
refresh my memory? What did they accuse him of? Because I didn't follow that. And did they actually convict him yet?
Yes,
Because that was like
they
some
did.
recent stuff, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They convicted him of
Yeah.
a felony. We're awaiting sentencing.
Sentencing. All right. So,
Yep.
what was the crime that they were charging him with?
Oh my God! It was
one of them-
30 different charges.
On one hearing, they actually had the entire trial and waited till closing arguments to discuss what they were accusing him of. How can you do that? How can you prosecute somebody? How can you charge somebody with a crime and not tell them what crime they're being charged with? Until after the trial.
Well, to be fair, that's like exactly what they did to the losers of World War II at Nuremberg, right? So the Nuremberg trials, that's what they did.
Actually, tonight at the debate is going to be the first time that we're going to be able to hear any responses from Trump, because he was even placed under a gag order where he couldn't talk about a case that had no explanation to it. 30 charges, and they didn't even tell him what the 30 charges were until the end of the trial. How do you send somebody to trial without telling them what you're accusing them of, so that they, so that the defense attorney can actually do his legal job and defend you? How can he defend you if he don't know what charges he's defending?
Right.
At the one in now that was, I believe, the Stormy Daniels or whatever. The one in New York was so frivolous, guys. What he did was he put an amount. He valued
what?
one piece of property at a bank to get a loan from the bank. Now, when you get a loan from the bank and you put property up as
Right.
collateral the way he did, the bank actually gets to decide the value of that house or that property. And
Right.
no piece of property in all of this world has a price set in stone. Like if you buy a
No,
house,
it's constantly changing. Every year it fucking changes.
yes, property value changes daily. It is fluid. It is
Yep.
meant to be fluid through the market, right? If I buy a house, I have to buy it at what they value it at today, right?
Right,
Now,
and
the
it will go up or down depending
The
on the
value-
market, the economy, and all sorts of different factors.
right. Even though
Sometimes the value goes
yesterday-
down, sometimes the value goes up.
Right. Just like yesterday, it was a lower value. Today, it's a higher value. Tomorrow, it may climb to a better value, but it's fluid. Okay. This is something that it's not set in stone. There's not a set value on a piece of property. And that's what they're charging him with, is misrepresenting the value of that piece of property to a bank. Although the bank agreed with the value of the property and agreed to give him the loan, and he paid it back with interest on time, who did he defraud? Who did he fraud? They called it fraud.
Well,
Who was the victim?
the international bankers, right? That's who would be like the victim, right? I guess.
No, because
'Cause,
they were
like-
paid back in full. They were paid back with interest in full. And
Right, but my
Told
point
him-
is the international bankers are the bad guys in like the entire big picture.
yeah, but these are practices that bankers do every day. Again, the value of a piece of property is fluid. It is not set in stone at a specific price. It can be valued up, it can be valued down, depending on what's going on.
Right.
Now, when you go to pull a loan, sure, you're going to put top value on the piece of property you're putting up as collateral. That's the way it works. Now, the bank will come in, and oftentimes the bank will even change the value, lower the value, and say, no, it's not worth it. But if the bank accepts what you say the value of the property is, who did he defraud? Because the bank agreed with him on what the property was worth. The bank's not prosecuting him. You know, the bank that gave him the loan, they're not prosecuting him. They're not the ones upset.
Who is?
The government, because he got the
The-
Who
loan.
is? Is it the state or
The
the
mayor,
federal government then, or
No. the mayor of New York didn't like it.
the mayor of New York didn't
Mayor
like
of
it?
New York said that was not fair and he should be prosecuted. And so she stacked a kangaroo court of Democrats to prosecute him. All so they could say, ooh, he's a felon. And so us Republicans are like, I don't care. I know what you mean when you say felon. It's not the same thing I mean when I say felon. So you call him a felon, but we know better.
Army said, I got some info on this 18 of the charges was for the election, allegedly.
For the election.
Okay,
Well,
that's the
some of it
Georgia
had
case.
to do with the election.
Yeah, the case in Georgia, the one that Fannie Mae is wrapped up in and all that, is because he wanted a recount in Georgia. Rightfully so, because people got caught on camera stuffing the mailboxes with last minute mail in fake ballots. When the numbers ended, there were more voters than actual residents.
No,
of
you're
the
right, buddy. He did get found guilty on all 30 counts. You're right. But it was a kangaroo court that did it.
And then we had the Stormy Daniels case, which I think is ridiculous. She clearly admitted what was really going on. And she was blackmailing his lawyer. It wasn't about, hush money, and I'm going to pay you hush money to be quiet. She was blackmailing him. If you don't pay me, I'm going to go tell everybody. That's against the law. That is against the law.
Just a little. Yeah.
It's called extortion. You can't do that. You can't extort people like that. But that's what Stormy Daniels was doing, was extorting Trump. And guess who's getting charges for that? Trump. She admits on the stand she was basically extorting Cohen. So, yeah, a bunch of kangaroo courts. Y'all can call him a felon, but we take pride in that because we think, you know what? Y'all went through all of that silliness. You even prosecuted him, and we will still vote for him.
Oh, boy. Read Buddy's comment.
Tim Rump's a felon. Charles Manson should be able to be on the ballot if he was still here. Really? Trump has killed nobody. The Clintons, on the other hand, have a long hit list. That's not a secret. So do the Bidens. Woo. He's just like stirring me. Oh.
Too bad Gigi isn't here. I'll bet you she'd have something to tell Buddy.
She'd be all over it.
Oh, I know. You and me both know that.
Buddy likes Trump. He just doesn't want to admit it.
I know it. He's probably got a bumper sticker that says Trump 2024.
He probably does. If not, I need to send him one. Michael Cohen, who was paid hush money to adult film star Stormy Daniels to stop her from going public about a past affair with Trump before the 2016 presidential election. Trump has denied the affair. That's what I'm saying. Stormy Daniels was extorting. But yeah, he paid her hush money, but she demanded it first. She threatened it first. But anyway, guys, I want to remind everybody that this is Coffee Club. This is networking and chat, getting to know each other, talking about everyday stuff. Each one of you are in blue. You all have a wrench. That way you guys can check out each other's channels on your own. Sub up to the other channel holders here. Help us to make Coffee Club strong and wide. And remember, we still have one day a week that is open. If anybody would like to open their channel for a day of Coffee Club and invite us all over to see your channel and see how you do things, and get to know the people in your chat. Little Dove, oh, my sweet friend. Oh, it's so good to see you. How are you, Little Dove?
Hello, little dove. Welcome in.
Oh, she's such a sweet person. I'm so glad to see her here. Oh, but as I was saying, Coffee Club on Mondays, we have Luna. We're at Luna's channel at the Den. On Tuesdays, we are at Night Owl's house or Night Owl's channel. We have Wednesdays open. We're always here on Thursday mornings. Fridays, Gigi has it in the afternoon. Saturday is Buddy's morning for coffee. So we're over at Buddy's on Saturday. And then we have Sundays open. That's really good to hear, Little Dove. I'm glad you're doing better.
I hear NATO is getting bigger. Most of Europe is now part of
That's
NATO.
okay, but that's okay, buddy. You can take your babysitting, your baby. How do you say that? He who grooms his babysitter. You can have him all you want. The baby sniffer, the babysitter groomer. She was 14, y'all. She was 14. And he groomed her so hard, he's married to her now. Processing centers update. Biden administration to launch regional processing centers for migrants throughout Central and South America.
Huh.
What? How can he do that?
So are we going to
Yeah, I
put that?
know, right?
Does that mean we're putting the holding centers back over in Mexico? We're flipping it back
We
to that?
can't. I was like, America doesn't own fucking Mexico or any country in South America. Those are sovereign nations.
Aren't those? Wouldn't that be like an embassy, though?
Yeah.
Could be.
In my
Like, yeah.
the
They
first
could be doing something for the
centers.
embassies.
Whoa, the first centers will open in Guatemala and Colombia. They're part of a strategy to expand legal pathways to the U.S. while making it harder for migrants to claim asylum at the border. Well, that's basically what Trump had into place. Instead of letting them all just come in and trying to chase them down and put them on a list, he wasn't allowing them through the border until they processed. So they were stacking up in Mexico, which Mexico was having a problem with. And I agree. But same as us, we've got them stacked everywhere. Oh, Little Dove. Oh, I hope you get better, Little Dove. I hope you're feeling much better. I will definitely pray for you.
Huh.
Everybody says hi, Little Dove. She loves street tacos.
That's crazy. Well, get ready for increased prices, right? Supply
Yeah.
and demand. More demand. Supply is probably going to stay the same or get less, which means prices are going to go up on everything.
Well, and the fact that we're not doing much trade right now means that a majority of everything is being bought from another country, whether it be oil and coal, products, clothes, toys, all that. And my great grandchildren to know that when history is written that people voted for an idiot, and I can say I wasn't one. He's going to send us to war and dismantle everything. I think you've got your presidents confused, buddy. I think you're talking about Biden. Because that all explains Biden. We're about to go to war with everybody, and that's on Biden. Trump was the one that put his foot down and said, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. And, even Putin knows this. Putin actually wants Trump back in office to tell him to stop because he's lost this war in Ukraine, and now he can't get out of it. So now he's calling in North Korea because he knows, he screwed up. He shouldn't have went into Ukraine. He promised it would take 2 weeks, and look, it's still, and he can't win that war.
2 years.
And Putin has all but said the only reason I went into Ukraine was because nobody stopped me. Because I could, because Trump wasn't here to stop me, and Biden didn't care.
That's the problem with the world right now, is in the Western world, there are not any strong, definitive leaders.
I think there are a
I don't know if you
few,
can hear me.
but they're too small for us to
Yeah,
see.
I heard you.
Like,
Okay.
I gotta admit, what they did in El Salvador was amazing. They shook the government down and rebuilt it to get rid of all the crookedness. I think we are fighting a war of not really presidents, but keeping our country out of somebody else's hands. And that's what this election is really about. I think it's the people that want to keep our country safe versus people that want to dilute our country, to water it down. And by watering it down, I mean taking all the tax money and then some to pay for things that we shouldn't be paying for, and not paying for the things that matter. Oh, Jesus, where's the time gone? Buddy, you're so funny. I'd rather have a Russian spy than
vodka.
I would rather be in bed with a Russian spy than my babysitter, okay?
Okay, how many Russians have immigrated to the United States in the past few years?
Freaking
Nobody
million.
knows because they're
Anybody
so
know?
focused on the southern border.
Well, which border do you think that they would be coming through? The northern or the southern
New York. New York.
border? No. Not
Where do you
necessarily.
think?
Well, they actually do keep track of all that. And yeah, they're coming from Canada, Mexico, mostly. But most of those Russians are people who have been betrayed by the Russian government and
Right.
are legitimately seeking refuge.
And anybody from Russia is more than likely apt to get approved.
Well, I would say that anybody that immigrates to the United States should have to get approved.
Well,
No,
the
I'm saying
priority,
they are more apt to get approved, not that they should get approved.
yes, because the way
Oh,
the
more
priorities
likely
run,
to.
if you are in a country who is at war currently, then by our policies, we are to allow your refugees in. And they are at war.
Well, that policy can be changed. You know, there's a lot of Russians also been defecting to the Western nations in Europe as well. So it's not just the United States. I mean, they're defecting to all over the Western world. But you got to be careful too, because you don't know which ones of those Russians are actually spies and which ones are legitimate refugees, right? Which ones were previous soldiers and which ones were civilians.
Yeah, but they act like there's no database to run these people against, and there is.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're supposed to be doing at these processing centers, is running their names or their identities through this database to make sure that they're not a convicted felon running from the law, or a wanted person, or all the things, to know if you're in a gang or some sort of rebellion group. Yeah, Biden should be hiding.
Yeah, the Middle East has played a huge factor in all this too, because it's all that oil that's fueling the war machine.
Parts of it, but now it's turned into a nuclear race again.
It's not really a race. I mean, America's already won that one.
But the race still continues. They're still second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth place. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be number one, but they want to be. They want to be on the list.
Why? See, that's the thing. Why? Like, do they want to blow up the planet? Think about that.
I don't think it's that they want to blow up the planet, but when you have a nuke, then people think twice about coming at you because they can nuke you. They want that security that the nuclear arms brings.
I don't know if it actually brings security anymore.
It doesn't, not anymore.
As far as I'm concerned, it opens them up as a nuclear target. From my perspective, that's all it does. Is it puts a bullseye on them as a potential nuclear target.
For example, how would we feel if Cuba gets a nuke?
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
Now, Cuba's going to feel better because they're going to be like, finally, we have something to protect our crappy little island. We have a threat to use, against other countries. But come on, who you going to hit, Cuba? Who you going to hit? You're a little bitty island out there. You shoot a nuke at us and we'll level the whole island. Yeah, Iran and North Korea does. And remember, there was a war over whether or not Iraq and Iran had nukes in them. And of course they did. And of course they got swindled out to North Korea before we got there to check.
Yeah. I believe that one.
You know, we went over there. We were in high school, guys. Most of us were somewhere around in high school when we started in with the Middle East.
Wow, I can't believe it's been that long. What's it been, about 33 years, 34 years, something like that?
Yeah.
What, wasn't it like 1990?
Yeah.
Hmm.
91, I think. But yeah, early 90s, you know, and all that we went over there because we were worried they had a nuke, and per the agreement, they wouldn't let us go over there and check, so we went in.
Ivanka is
The Middle East is a very complicated and sensitive area of the world.
It is.
So all of
It is,
that,
because
in order to understand what's going on in the Middle East, you must understand the past 100 years of history, especially World War One.
well, you have to break it up. And when we talk about the Middle East, you got to remember these people in a certain country, they don't have a group mentality. There are different tribes within these countries, and within the tribes, they have issues. And most of the times, the tribes in these countries don't even get along with each other. They just share a certain hatred for another country, just kind of like Palestine. You know, to even say, you know, the Palestinian
Well,
people,
it's not even another country. It's another ethnic group.
but to say, like, you know, oh, the
Because
poor
those people
Palestinian
there,
people. Hold on.
it's
The poor to say, like, the poor Palestinian people. I've heard that phrase. Bless the Palestinians. That's not even a real word, guys. The Palestinians. There's not a group mentality within Palestine. There's different tribes that do not agree with each other. In fact, they hate each other. The only reason they haven't killed each other there in Palestine is because they all share a hate for Israel. But to say Palestinians, that's not even an actual noun because there's different tribes. So you have to say this tribe, that tribe, these people, that people, you know, because there's no group mentality in Palestine. It's different mentality.
Do you remember the Ottoman Empire?
Mm.
Like, in order to understand what's going on over there, you really need to start with the Ottoman Empire. Because there wasn't any of these fucking nations like Iraq, Iran, you know, Jordan, and all that shit. None of that crap existed 100 years ago. It just simply did not exist. That was all just the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
Right after World War One was when the Treaty of Versailles or whatever, however you pronounce it, was part of it was to cut up the Middle East into these different nation states under the rule of the international bankers in order to gain control of the oil fields that would then fuel the future war machines. It is the oil that fuels the war machine. Right? And
Yeah.
at that time, most of those Arabs and the Middle Eastern people, they didn't understand like the future consequences of that. They didn't know what they had, but the British, they knew what they had. The Germans knew what they had. Americans, we knew what they had, right?
Yeah.
So if we could extract that oil from them instead of using our own oil resources, hey, that's better for for any one of us, right? So we cut it up into these different nations and we drew lines in the sand and said, all right, this land mass is a certain country, we're going to call it by this name. But that's just not how it worked over there prior to World War One. It was, like you said, tribal-based cultures, which is family-oriented cultures, right? It wasn't based on like geographical land masses. It was just based on families. They're pretty much nomads,
Yeah.
It was a fluid, fluctuating borders, and shit like that under the Ottoman Empire. So, and the Ottoman Empire is like the seat of it would be in Istanbul, up near like Turkey, right? So Turkey right now, what's going on in Turkey is blocking the port to the Black Sea so that the Russians cannot get to the Black Sea from the Mediterranean, right? Which is a good thing. That's a very
Yeah.
good thing.
Sasha Jade, it is absolutely okay if little Doug uses caps in my chat. Be nice, Sasha. And the reason that we do use caps in chat is not because we're screaming. It's because for some of us, it's easier to read chat with the letters big. Oh, I'm so glad Little Dove came in today. I'm so glad to see you, Little Dove. I'm glad to hear you're doing better. You're definitely in my prayers, sweetheart. But guys, I'm going to have to cut it short today. I still have one more appointment to make in a couple hours.
Okay.
And so I'm going to have to cut this one a little
All
short.
right, Moss.
Yep.
I
You
enjoyed
have
it.
a good day, people, and I will catch everybody later.
Absolutely.
Bye.
I may even come on later this afternoon after in the evening because I want to do more
Have a good
live
one,
streams.
everybody. Okay.
Yeah, I want to do more live streams. I need to be doing more than just Thursday morning, so I want to get into doing a lot more. And I have a little more time. The appointments are starting to slow down some, so I'm having a little extra time. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me on Coffee Club. I hope that you got to look around at each other's channels, and I hope you got to sub up to some. That's why everybody has a rent. It's because Coffee Club is networking, and this gives y'all a chance to pick and choose other channels that y'all may want to go check out. And Arctic, thank you so much for coming back. I'm glad to see you again.
Yeah,
It's always
thanks
a
for
pleasure.
letting me hang out again. It was good to see you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have a good afternoon, okay?
All right, guys. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks, everybody in chat. It was good to see every single one of you. And I hope to see you back again Thursday. And if I have one later on or in the week, I hope y'all come back. I hope to be doing more of it. You guys have a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day to have. Get outside, get some sun, get some grounding on them feet. And we'll talk to all of you later.